It is time to get into our hot topics in the Pulse and Nairobian. The story is covered for us today. Stevens is back from leave.
Fresh.
You're fresh.
Oh,
what
yes.
did you bring for us?
I was supposed to bring something.
You know,
see, I went for leave to rest.
There was a hashtag
when you're away.
Saying, well, Stevens was away.
Yeah, when Stevens was away.
So much happened. And
a lot happened.
A lot happened. But I just want to get back to business. A lot is happening.
You didn't bring for us anything.
So low. I mean, probably we need to discuss
Stevens. Even when people go on holiday, they bring some shells from the ocean.
Okay, because we're Africans. Yeah.
Africans.
Okay, cool. But I'm just excited again because of what, again, Lupita did in South Africa, and that's a debate, again, that probably we just need to get to. And the great times that we are getting to with Kalasha coming on board. I think many activities and a lot of things happening in the showbiz scene.
Yeah.
So I took a break to come and just get to that new.
Well, welcome back. It's good to see you. You look good.
I was watching the show on Friday and you and the comedians laughing over here.
That was insane. It was what I'd call a funny show.
A very funny show.
No, they were great peeps. Yeah.
Did you go for the show?
No, I did not.
90,000 laps.
Yeah, I had some commitments.
Commitments.
Yeah, but I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh.
And not funny bones bone.
Bone.
That is a joke I'd perhaps pull if I was on stage. Anyway, yes, over the birthday thing.
Skylarks then.
Yes.
That
the mayhem party.
That we shall take it offset, but it's good to see you again as well. So low. How's your leg doing?
Oh, much better now.
Much better now.
The World Cup is on.
And the World Cup is on.
So
we should all go watch the game tonight somewhere together.
I was enjoying the guys' review yesterday's match, and yesterday, I think all of us were out there just watching the game, and it was a great start. We should watch the game. We should encourage you to watch the game.
I want to watch with you.
We can do a game today.
The thing about football is about you get your own crowd. You get your peeps together.
I'm getting you people to be my crowd. This is the crowd.
And do this and go watch the Cameroon game probably today.
Okay, sure. It's a date.
So let us know where we are.
Black and white date.
Black and white.
I like
and
triple S.
Yes, and triple S.
Yes, some red
in the house.
Yeah.
Okay, very quickly, the Pulse. A lot that's covered in here. So let's get into the pages.
A lot covered here, and I want us to. I was asking about the night of 1,000 laughs because Kevin Ogoko did a very good job.
Right.
If you just go to page 4, the head-to-head there, it just bringing the best of the jokes of the night from Eric and Basket Mouth. And this is a very hilarious head-to-head. We have never done it like this.
And you know, arguably, they were probably the most outstanding comedians of the night. Eric Omondi, and of course, Basket Mouth needs no introduction.
I love that. I love his comedy.
Yeah, he was outstanding. And so now here he comes on a one-to-one, face-to-face, which they call the last punchline.
And we just wanted to know who killed it that night.
Did you go?
No, I wasn't there. But from what Kevin brings to the people in the paper today, we are used to Eric's jokes. Sometimes you feel like, oh, that one I've had before. Yeah. And so when Basket just brings something so fresh,
it's a new spice.
And he has his own touch of talking about really just things about very many social things which are wider than the normal our tribe apa nini. I think Basket did a great job.
Yeah, getting to see comedy from how, they practice and execute in other parts of the world or the continent. But also page 5 has a breakdown of some of the pictures from that night.
Yes, from that night and many other events.
And Vera is having a run for her money with this lady captured on that page.
Yes, with her
she's quite also got some. And
she got something.
Oh, Lord, behold.
Yeah, she got something.
Yes.
And there was, again, Radio Maisha night at Mojo's, and guys went shirtless.
This is not.
This was the Saudi Soul night at Mojo's, and guys decided, okay, we also have.
And Eric went shirtless
took off his shirt and his bra, and then Saudi Soul took off the shirt. It was pretty interesting, as you can see.
It's been the shirtless song.
Yes.
Wow.
Every man should
so
endeavor
much going
to
on in videos and all that, but I also want us to get to that. But Spotlight again, size 8.
Size 8. On my knees.
It's been 1 year now.
It's been 1 year now since
she got saved and switched from secular music to gospel. And so much has been going on. And for the first time, she just comes out of the closet and speaks about things that have been happening in her life since then.
And there's been a lot of speculation. People have been waiting for her to backslide. People were shocked when she got saved to DJ Mo.
People are haters.
Got married. So, I mean, she's opening up and saying the journey, the 1-year journey, what has been happening since she got saved and married.
A great story right there.
Right there. And read more about it. We wish her the very best.
It's actually quite touching. She even talks about her low moments.
Low moments, and she talks about devils showing up in the bedroom.
Whoa, okay.
At night.
The devils on that page 6.
And she chases them with the sword.
On my knees,
Hallelujah.
Mateke,
with the mateke.
With the mateke, yes.
Very, very, very personal sort of touch.
It's always good, I mean, for her, you know, to come out and, you know, recognize the fact and be open about struggles, you know, you face, because it's not perfect. The people who are saved and Christians, I don't think just because you subscribe to the faith, then you have an easy run.
No, it just shows that you're all human, you know.
We're all human,
regardless
true.
of who
We're
you are.
human. But sometimes it just gets very hard when you expect these people that have moved to support you, and they just still look at you like, hey, where were you are from
People
the other side.
Always waiting for you to fail and to fall. That's what they rejoice in, unfortunately. Mic check is on page 8 with Tiwa Savage. She's gorgeous. I watched her wedding.
Yes, she just got married in Dubai. The other day.
Where everybody,
a big one,
the who's in
Africa
the world.
and the
it
world.
was even showced by Channel O.
Yeah, that's why I watched it on Channel O, actually. I just bumped into it.
This girl just won the MTV an MTV award
of the year.
Last Saturday.
Artist of the year.
And that's what you're talking about, the Lupitas and all the best, the cream in showbiz in Africa. But she's just making news for the wrong reasons again, and that's what we're talking about, videos again.
Which I don't really think, because
Tiwa Savage.
I think we're really attacking African artists when they go contemporary and urban.
We want them to.
There's a song, the video is called Wanted. Just the same way, the same energy, the negative energy that Sauti Sol got from Nishike. Is the same kind of energy she's getting in Nigeria. Like, a lot of them are dissing her, saying she's ditched.
Gone overboard. She's trying to be.
She's ditched the African standards and all that. Now she's not representing anyone from Africa.
Who is Africa? Who is us now, really?
I get what you're saying, the double standards, because the same people will love the Rihannas when they show up in that awards, you know, event with the pretty much
nudity,
naked, and we look at that and glorify the same. I mean, we're not saying that's how everybody should go, but I guess
sometimes it's hard for us because you know our culture, our traditions, and sometimes we are a bit too caged because hey, we are Africans, and I just like one of those long letters was from somebody who called herself a housewife, and she says, you know, Savage, you've been a role model. You've been a learning point for our kids to get wisdom from, because you've been singing good music and been a good ambassador for the youth. But now, what you're saying doesn't reflect. I cannot watch this with my kids. So sometimes, as much as we say it's double standards, yes, but there are levels of this, and I just want to go back to Sana's video, which is reviewed in today's paper, and in another publication today. I don't know if it's Nairobian or one of this, says I was doing this for the mature crowd and men. And the question is, so at what point do you decide where to play this and who is not supposed to watch
I mean, I think, you know, if we're going to look at it that way, you know, to just go to the corner for the musicians and the artists, at the end of the day, it's you decide. It's your brand. It's who you want to appeal to. So society, again, shouldn't force you to just be mass market. If you don't want to be mass market, there's an audience you have, that's your choice.
I don't even think there's so much to fight about the society out there. I think it's so much about the social media. There is a buzz that's creating there that is always creating a buzz that's
But also even in the States, they face the same negativity sometimes. Remember when Beyonce, was it, what awards were they when she did the MTV, Drunk in Love with BET Awards, was it?
BET.
That was performed with Jay-Z. And everybody said
her outfit also
she was dressed explicit. But you know, I don't understand why people complain, and most of these ladies are married and the husbands are now complaining.
And that's part of their career, like that's what goes with the business. It's like complaining that I'm what?
And if you don't do anything daring, you probably
sometimes that, and if you just follow, and it's part of this is in the story. If you follow the buzz that came on social media again about Tiwa Savage and Wanted. You can see the mixed reaction, and it comes from different ages. And you can see, one, we appreciate art, because that is what she's presenting. That to say the least, there's no even as much nudity as you would put it. But there's another class and another age which will not take this from us. And so sometimes it's a question of who is saying what.
I defend them. I always say there's parental advisory, and probably we should also pull something. We are a group as well.
Yeah.
We go shirtless and we go...
One day we'll do what?
You go shirtless. I'll be the saint in this group.
All right.
Solo will go shirtless.
Page 10 has the cover story, License to be Crazy. So we are on again with the World Cup.
Yes.
And so this is breaking down some of what the craziest things we've seen.
Tonigari just does it perfect for us, and I think it's a very timely story, if you ask me. We're talking about this with Solo, and some of the craziest moments in football and in World Cup that we have ever experienced.
I think the most memorable was, which I read about, was in 1966 when they stole the World Cup.
Yes.
Stole the World Cup?
In England.
The trophy was not there. So they were playing the game and the trophy was not there. They didn't even know what they were going to do.
Oh, that's hilarious. But the headbutt as well made quite the
Well, the headbutt was the most recent.
Zidane.
But also key to note is that, the World Cup started yesterday.
Yes,
and,
of course.
There was a lot of stuff going on in Brazil.
There was a lot of stuff.
There were a lot of chaos and strikes and all that were threatening to hinder the launch and everything. It didn't happen. So I think the most recent was Zinedine Zidane's headbutt. But my personal favorite, apart from the loss of the trophy, was Rene Higuita's scorpion kick. You remember, he was a goalkeeper.
Right.
And instead of holding the ball, he would somersault and catapult his legs and bounce the ball back. That was crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Crazy moments. And I think we just leave the rest for people to read.
License to be crazy.
Whether you like football or not,
you'll enjoy that.
You will
definitely enjoy this one.
Okay. I like this guy's look on page 12.
The World Cup swag.
World Cup swag. You should have had ladies as well, so that we can see as we join our husbands and boyfriends.
I like that.
Peeps. What
jerseys you're wearing and all that. Probably you need to do this for next week.
Yeah, do that. That's a good idea, so that we also can have.
Because also ladies are rocking this sim. They're also fans of football.
You need a jersey even in today's outing.
Are you gonna get me one?
Supporting?
What team are you supporting?
Don't say it, but I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
This one.
All right. Okay. The one, the yellow one.
That's
the home team. All right.
No, but for the viewers, I'm supporting. You will know the team I'm supporting in the final whistle at the last game in the World Cup.
Okay.
No, you know what I mean?
So your team is gonna be in the final.
The winning team is in essence the team I'm supporting. But the guy looks good with his swag. I think it's gonna be an interesting place, time to see people bring out their World Cup
swag, and guys are making good money out there.
Yeah.
Out of all this.
So the Pulse Industry Night went down as well, the party scene.
Yes.
And I spoke to the ladies. It was so lovely. They came to the show.
Yes.
Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Imani, Nazizi as well. And Sheila, one of the organizers, was here.
Yes.
So it's good we're having a lot of this to promote the industry.
Promote the industry. There's so much going on, and it seems like we're not waiting for the weekend to come over anymore. Wednesdays and Thursdays, Nairobi is rocking, and whoever wants to have fun, I think you're spoiled for choice. And the whole entire story of what happened during the past industry night is just right ahead in page 18.
Finally, overheard, ringtone, Vera, I really miss you.
Yes.
How now?
The story that won't go is Vera one, but when ringtone gets in the mix, it gets funny.
There's a twist in it. So definitely something is ringing. And
I like that. Something is ringing.
Something is ringing.
So apparently ringtone says he misses the tint.
He misses the tint.
The tint.
He likes the other version of her.
Yes. So he doesn't know who is this new person.
Yeah.
So
and probably
he's saying that as an ordinary Monanchi, no vested interest.
No vested interest.
Perhaps from the past.
From as a celebrity and also as a fan. Maybe.
Okay. As a man, what do you think about the removal of the tint?
I think one, Vera is entitled to what she decides to do with her life.
Yeah.
That's one. And two, people are entitled to reason the way they want to reason, and then life goes on.
Do you like it or not?
What she's done.
No, how she looks now.
I think it's a bit controversial. I'm a bit reserved.
I don't think it was. I don't think it's controversial. It was. It was a government initiative. They actually requested us to remove the tin. And she removed it. So
yeah, the Inspector General did quite.
The thing about the whole saga, and I think this is what blew it out of proportion, is the way she responded to particular questions during her TV show, and she seemed to, to be arrogant in a level. But again, Vera is one person who, as we know her now, just does and says things as she believes and wants them to be done. And I think she's entitled to just be who she is.
Yeah. Well,
what other story stands out for you? I'm seeing our Smita is going to Germany.
Yes,
yes.
He's going to Germany and he's going to be there for 3 weeks. But again, back to MTV Awards, where Diamond actually presented his ex-girlfriend, who is now actually back to his life, Wema.
Yes.
And they rock the red carpet really hard. And story is that these guys are getting married soon. So
I heard about some controversy about the performance. Was it by Diamond and Davido? Something about it. I don't know whether was it at the MTV or where they performed together, because I didn't watch that. And somebody was saying that it was pretty much a lot of loud, not really singing. We didn't see talent showcased. Some presenters were criticizing the performance. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did. Yeah. I've seen that, but the other thing that people have to know as much as well, maybe it wasn't synchronized. These are two guys who are trying to prove who they are to Africa. Actually, they're the top two guys who are trying to say, like, and we have had this conversation, try to show I am the best, I'm better than
But if you're the best, take time and practice, rehearse. Don't come in.
I don't even think sometimes we should actually blame the artists.
Why?
It's about
it's not about the artists,
the technical guys.
So it was the sound that had a problem.
It's a sound team.
They were good. I didn't watch it, so I don't want to.
Yeah, it got to some point, it went a little bit overboard, but they maintained it.
Watu wapatane wa rehearse wasema wewe utasema hivi nitasema hivi.
MTV, I don't like.
This is a huge event. Don't just show up like.
No, MTV. You can be so sure they don't take chances. Whatever went wrong, rehearsals are always done, and to the best of the abilities, and so.
What concerned me though was apparent hating that went on after our peeps, or our guy called the Shirtless, yes. That when they did not win, there were some people who started hating.
Yeah, some said they
Why
want
would
to
people
backstage
do that?
for a dialogue. But let me tell you one thing. Hate is good for the industry. It just shows that people are watching you.
Wow.
So it should never be a problem. If you don't have hate, then there's a problem.
And I tell you why the noise was so much again is because one, Sauti Sol is a group. It's a group of 4 guys. And the guys who won down there, you wouldn't really call them a group. And I think that was the debate, that this thing was given in favor of South Africa, who are the hosts, and probably
what, 2?
But you need to also realize that the category that they were in was very competitive.
Yeah, but who was there?
Very, very competitive. I mean, if you put
who was there?
We had
the Mafikizolo one and all that.
Mafikizolo was there.
I think they were
and that's the one. And that's the one.
But if you look at the intensity of how these other people, if you look at it fairly, you'll see. Even Sauti Sol said in a comment on Facebook and social media, they said they've accepted and they actually congratulate the winners.
Yeah, because Mafikizolo have been on quite a good run. I think they've done very well.
And again, we go back to the question of voting and who gets the votes. End of the day,
and did Kenyans vote?
The crowd.
Yes, that's the other thing.
I think that's
before you go on hating on social media, did you vote? Yes.
Did you
I
vote?
think that's why the question is. But I think we are a long way to go to really equal the standards that we're seeing right now in South Africa and more so again in Nigeria. But again, that's it.
And there were rappers who exchanged blows as police seeks another.
We won't give everything out now.
Okay, let people grab that.
Let the people grab that, but I want us to just get to the pin-up and look at this amazing young girl.
The first time you're looking at the pin-up.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know this girl?
There's a reason
she's called Yemi Alade. I think she's the top thing right now.
Yemi Alade is the top thing right now in
from
Nigeria.
West Africa, in Africa right now.
Yes.
She sang that song called Johnny. Where is my journey?
You must have watched that.
I know about Caro.
No. They found Caro a long time ago.
They found Caro. Now they're looking for
Now they're looking for Johnny.
And they found him. End of the video.
Caro had also removed her tint, so they didn't recognize her. Now they're looking for Johnny.
Remember, in the next few moments, they have a cooler news. Team will be joining me on our Friday chat. They're already in studio, excited to be catching up with them in a short while. But first, Mewatunguyas. Somebody actually dissed me the other day. Okay, I don't know if it's a diss, but they tweeted me and said, it seems to be the only Swahili word you know. That I've said it too many times, but I just think it sounds really cool.
Mtunguyas.
Mtunguyas. You should teach me another word.
It's so crazy now. It's not you alone, but everybody, I think, just
uses that, right? It just sounds, you know, you're my watus. Yeah, my watus for analysis of these stories. Let's go to the Nairobi.
I want to go there because now...
You're my watus. We're watching football today together.
Yes.
Macto.
I was about to say has neglected our love child. So fix it, Mr. Woman Sus Bonadawa, a Kanu political will dealer for son's upkeep.
Yes. That's Mr. Macto. He's been a politician for a long time. You know, they've called him all kinds of names, like the political wheeler dealer and the media mediator, the charmer extraordinaire. He was very powerful at some point, but then a certain lady called Fatuma Hassan has come out now saying that she's demanding for child support worth 1.3 million, which has been accrued since 2000, the year 2000, over a kid that they sired together.
That's the word.
Yeah. Okay. And the strongest code here is this one, which I don't want to comment about this. They say 2 days after we met, he took me to his place and we got intimate. A month later, I was pregnant.
Okay.
And nowadays, even 2 days are long.
That was fast.
People are happening.
People are happening. Oh yeah, I've learned that, guys, that there's a new... Nowadays, it's not friends with benefits.
No friends.
Friends with benefits sounds like some retirement project.
So people now talk about
benefits, what? But nowadays it's friends with benefits.
People are happening.
People are happening.
People are just happening.
We'll be happening. That's what they say. Yeah, we'll be happening.
So allegedly this.
So when you walk into a club and then people introduce each other like, yeah, who is she? Say
we're just happening.
That's what's up.
Oh, I know.
That's what's up.
To keep off that story. Okay, page 2 very quickly. 10 habits men consider unladylike.
Yes.
This has become one of my favorite, as I said, pages in the Nairobi. Always has very interesting
And you have to love Celestine
But
Chwani.
I do not agree with hooting in traffic.
Well, they do
that. In traffic, yes, that's annoying.
Women always do that. Even in the parking lot. Women always hoot.
Excuse me, I'm a woman. I drive and I don't hoot. Why are you hooting in the parking lot?
I think sometimes when women are doing these things, they are unaware.
Look,
right?
but
let's use
it's like
the words some women, okay?
Yeah, okay,
when you blanket us in women.
Most women.
Silas picks up a fact there. Number 4.
Number 4.
Picking teeth.
Using nails.
Yeah.
Ew, that's gross. But men do that as well. Well, seems some men with very long, dirty nails.
Well, when we do it openly, the chicks we are talking about here are the ones you wouldn't expect. It's just not every chick.
Okay.
Yeah, take a beer from a can or
most chicks.
So kutoa lock and extreme shang.
Yes.
Kutoa lock is
after a heavy night.
The day
last
after.
Night, like will be happening last night. Then now the next day
in the morning
and you have the hangover.
And you drink?
Then you drink again to, subside.
Yeah, I guess that is unladylike.
And then she speaks a lot of sheng, which she was not speaking last night. Do you remember I told you about KDFs?
Yeah.
Kawangware defined females.
Yeah.
You remember all those chicks who come into the club and they ask for expensive drinks they cannot pronounce.
They cannot pronounce the
Yeah, then in the morning they start speaking sheng.
Can you look at number 10?
Dancing to rhythms and raga. Come on. Mtaki mwanamke dance wenye wanapenda hizo.
It's okay if it's downtown somewhere, but
so if it's uptown, what they should dance to?
It's not ladylike to just doing all those manner of things.
It's usually one hand.
Yeah, it's one hand in the air. And then you shake it like
it's not happening now.
And that comes out true in the night at 1 a.m. That comes out positively. She was acting
read more about what are 10 habits men consider unladylike in Nairobi.
Good story right now.
Very good, interesting story there. So we have the Nairobi Senator on page 4. Old Flames calls Sonko with paternity issues.
Yes. This lady called Josephine Wanjeri Thuku, she lives in Kwale.
Yeah.
And now she's been talking about a kid that they also sired with the senator back in the day, just before he left Shimolatewa prison. You know, that time he was imprisoned.
Okay.
And then she was in high school then. Okay, and then they had a relationship afterwards, and they had a son. She's been claiming that the senator has not been paying child upkeep, which the senator actually refutes and says, according to him, he's claiming that he's been sending her money, but she's been, you know, partying and having a good time. She bought her a 1.1 million Noah car.
The car is
to be driving the car. But then he repossessed it, and he's been saying here, if you read the story, he says he repossessed it in the bar when she was drinking.
Oh, she wasn't being responsible.
So it's a lot of scandal here.
Those usually are nasty ones, the ones
repossessed.
The guy has bought you this car.
I think the car is okay. The bad one is when he comes and packs everything in your house.
No, but even the car is embarrassing. Imagine you're hanging out with your
can
girls.
grab a cab.
You've packed there.
There's shoes all over.
You can always come up with something if your car is missing.
The car is not.
But if your households are missing,
but yeah, true.
You don't have a story.
Really
but the story is one. It's conflicting in a way because she says we were together back when I was in Form 2. This guy went to Shimolatewa. I kept off for some time because I wanted to study in college. She even says, he even came looking for me, and at that point probably she wasn't interested, and says I was trying to avoid until I finished college. And again, but she goes on saying that if I read that well, he even visits me. We even meet.
Well, the senator is not disputing anything.
The fact that the baby is
he says they dated, and he says they dated until 1999.
And people can read more details.
People can read more details.
Page 7 has I am not dating Aliko Dangote, that is Yvonne Hamati, saying the richest man in Africa.
Yes. The Nigerian, you know Aliko Dangote.
Yeah, who does not know Aliko?
And we know Yvonne Kamati. You know, Yvonne Kamati was actually one of the youngest
ambassadors.
Yeah. And in Africa. She was 25 when she was appointed. She was only 25.
Quite vibrant.
But she refutes. She says there's nothing going on here.
There's nothing going on.
Yeah. Maybe it's just business.
Maybe it's just, well, we don't know what business.
Why is Rogo hating on the Untinted Girl?
Because Rogo is original.
Well, you know, Rogo has been Miss East Africa. Former rally driver. She knows everything. She's saying that Vera Sidika is an embarrassment, is a shame that she's not proud to be black, proud to be African, that she had to get off the tint. Okay.
We know her for being a very proud mother of very beautiful women. And probably she just needs to call Vera to one of our beautiful houses in Karen and
I think if they sit down, they'll probably strike something.
Yeah. I mean, at a day and age when the people, not the people, yes, actually it's the people, those beautiful people, you know, has Lupita there, and you've seen this very story capture the attention of the world, and as far as, you know, she's been interviewed now, BBC, Al Jazeera, she's been on page 6 of the New York. Is because I think you want to raise a generation that's, you know, appreciating who they are, loving who they are in their skins. And, you know, she has come out to say, I guess she does not, in essence, want to be a role model. She doesn't want to be people to be doing things because she's doing them. She's doing them because she feels she is in charge of, you know,
whoever she is, of herself.
Yes. It's a tricky place to be.
But then again, you have also to look at the generation difference. So I think
it's not even a generational question, because I think across the board it's an issue of it's your body, but you're this person who has got this. Because I think when you become a public figure, you lose a sense of it's not just you. You've got people looking at you, listening to what you say. Some doing what you do because they're your fans or you have a following.
Because some people are looking at you as a role model.
But talking about Vera and being public person, and the reasons that have made her a public person are equally controversial. Just socialite. There's nothing much in it, really. So let Vera be, and Oreo,
let's move
you
on
can
from
visit.
her.
They can visit.
Biko Adama, I'm the man on Sunday.
Well, you know that song called Mfalme wa Mapenzi?
So I haven't watched it. I need to watch it.
Yes.
When he says he's the man, so it appears in the video you don't see his face.
They tried to lock it, but we can clearly see it.
You can see the face.
You can clearly see it's him.
He's an eye candy for sure.
There you go.
So they underdressed Sanaipe, and they almost uncovered his face as well.
Yeah, I can see his chin in that picture. His chin
right there. You can see it. It's very, very.
It's a very hot video, and
I'm watching it.
If you just watch the two and they came,
it's the ultimate answer for men who didn't like Nishike.
Oh, yeah.
It's a response. So
the men who didn't like Nishike
are gonna love this one.
Why will they love it? There's another shirtless man.
Because men
they'll continue feeling insecure about their pregnancy.
No. Biko, we only see his back. All right, and his chin.
But Sanaipai,
we see
she's there.
A lot of Sanaipai.
A lot of
yeah. And a few clothes.
You're so excited about this.
It's true.
Let's see how you're talking about it.
Confess it, the girl is pretty, and
she's good.
She's good. When she did that other video with Kylie, it was equally hot. But now she just takes it to another level.
She even has a steamy session in the bathtub.
Ooh,
it's quite
That's right. Yeah, it's an answer to.
I had.
Okay. But Biko definitely a good-looking young man there. One more story. Kalasha says that's coming up, and KTN's Governor actress is on for an award.
And that she is. Kalasha nominations were out 2-3 days ago.
Yes.
And yes, we have a couple of good stuff.
Yes.
In that.
Okay.
Yep.
What is happening this weekend? Churches where your name betrays you. Oh.
Ooh, that's
right.
Now and by the Nairobian, churches. And I don't know why
the church where you saunter into your Sunday best to mumble Hail Marys can easily make even strangers guess which community you come from.
People are looking at you, judging you, how you dress in the church, how you act, and everything. So Nyanchwani again does a great job telling you about all this. I don't know if they're weird churches, but
that should not be happening in church.
It's not really weird. It's just the way people perceive who should go to what church. But at the end of the day, it's the ultimate goal.
I don't know why he didn't talk about Dinyam Sambwa. Do you guys know Dinyam Sambwa?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, Dinyam Sambwa is not.
That's the one which was Zuko Kawangware 56 still exists.
Dinyam Sambwa.
Is that one?
No, the one for the lady.
Oh, Nani, she was called Mami.
A Katsa.
Yes. She got married by a guy from West Kenya.
All right, finally, guys, fashion. I like what they're talking about today. Dress the curves. We've got lots of curvy women, and the problem is always, I guess, about how you dress those curves. Especially for the plus size, because whether you're curvy, boyish, petite, or full-figured, you can trick the eye and make heads stand by highlighting your best assets in the best way there is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think these are just encouraging women that it doesn't matter how you look, what your size is, you can still rock any outfit nicely and still look great.
So what's your kind of a woman as we...
What kind of woman?
I've put you on the spot. This is Friday chat beginning early.
I like that Rihanna kind of woman.
Rihanna?
Yeah.
Wadogo kabisa. Those you can...
Yeah.
You're about to paint a picture. Stevens.
What kind of men do you like? You
see her blush.
See her blush.
Oh. We're going to take a short break. And when we return, Harper Kule will be with us on sets. It's all about Friday chat. Thank you, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Please text.
It's time for...
Let's watch football later
football, and we promise we'll
let's meet and we'll take selfies.
Triple S.
And we shall talk about our new release. All right, don't go away.